Good morning, guys. What's up? It's No Help, and today I'm going to be bringing you a video that even some of you old school players may enjoy. It's pretty much just to listen to, so you don't have to watch me thieve. But today I'm going to basically bring you how I maxed, and I did a lot of my 99s before EOC and things like that, so it might be a little interesting for some of you guys. But anyways, let's get started with the video. Alright, so we're just going to kind of go one by one on this. We're going to start with combat. I probably got about 70 combat, just by just like attacking things when I was younger and just not really knowing too much about what I was doing. But pretty much how I maxed combat was, in the Abyss. I really didn't have high combat stats at all until EOC came out, but I pretty much just finished that in the Abyss. It was very easy, very AFKable, so that's attack, strength, defense, and HP just came over time as well. Range, 99 range, I actually did all at Water Fiends, pre-EOC. I did all of my range at Water Fiends and collected so much charms for my 99 summoning. Prayer, we did mostly those ashes, the black ashes, because I cheaped out, and I basically just bought them over time. Whenever I had enough to buy like 10k ashes, I would buy them and just train my prayer. I stayed at 92 for a while, then I stayed at 95 for a while, and then once I had enough money, I just maxed. Magic, basically, I did a lot of elking pre-EOC, and as well as elking, I did the Abyss, basically to get the 40 mil XP, but I think I just finished it off in the Abyss. I did elking probably to 85, 90 magic, so I did a lot of elking. Runecrafting, I got to about 60, 70 before the Runespan came out, and then obviously I just finished that in the Runespan, and then ever since 99 to get my 20 mil Runecrafting, I was doing the Abyss, but basically Runespan, it was very AFKable, and you know. Anyways, let's go with construction. One of the ones I hated the most. I did have like 80 construction. I always liked construction. I don't know, I spent a lot of my money on construction too. I just wanted to build like a sweet house, even though it was shit. But yeah, I did construction till about 80, just building random shit. And I just obviously removed build, but I wasn't even doing like the most efficient things, obviously. And then from 80 to 95, I did Oak Dungeon Doors. And then from 95 to 99 on a double experience weekend, I did mahogany tables and spent probably a good 20-30 mil. Dungeoneering, I pretty much got 60 dungeoneering by just doing floors, and I hated the skill. So I found out how to do sinkholes, and pretty much from from 60 to 99, I did sinkhole dailies, and then from 99 for 110, I did the Dungeoneering daily challenges, which I still do to this day, and I probably should try to do some more sinkholes, but it's not really my main concern at this point. But yeah, that's how I did Dungeoneering, all sinkholes. Agility, I pretty much only trained to about 60 agility, not gonna lie. The rest was from doing what was that called? The Jack of all trades. I literally did Jack of all trades from about 60 to 99 agility, and maybe a little bit of Silverhawk boots. I really didn't care too much about agility. I hated the skill, so I pretty much trained it how I wanted to. 99 Herblore, I really cheaped out on. I've always wanted to get the overloads and things like that, even though I wasn't even into combat. So pretty much what I did is I did a lot of herb runs to collect to get to about 80 Herblore. Pretty much all from my own herb runs, because I couldn't be bothered to pay for my own herbs, and I even collected some of my own secondary ingredients. And then from 80 to 99, I did on a double experience weekend, and I did phoenix feathers. I pretty much pickpocketed about 10,000 phoenix feathers, and this is after Divination came out, so I had the things where I could bank them, but still it was pretty frustrating and annoying. It took a long time as well. I can't imagine doing that without the Divination what are they called? I think I have probably some in my inventory by now. These things, these signs of porters. Yeah, I pretty much signed up ordered the phoenixes and collected about 10k phoenix feathers, and did super anti-fires all the way to 99 herb thieving, pretty much thieving. I got 60 probably just from pickpocketing random things as a kid. And then from 60 to 99, I did Pyramid Plunder. I couldn't be bothered to do blackjacking or anything like that. Pyramid Plunder was just really good. And probably from about 96, 97 to 99, I did the elves. And now I'm continuing to do the elves. Crafting. Crafting was another one where I kind of just did random stuff as a kid, probably till about 60, 70 crafting. Just by playing the game, doing quests, things like that. And then from there, from 70, 60, 70 to 99, I was obviously during a double experience weekend as well, doing, I did quite a bit of battle staffs actually, because I didn't really lose too much money there. And then for the majority of it, I just did like literally green d'hide. I was so cheap. But anyways, fletching, this is one of them that you just pretty much, I had really high as a kid, obviously, because it's easy and things like that. And I pretty much just did, right from when I could start magics, I did magics, and I cut them and then strung them myself. So, and I literally like spun the bows too. That's another reason I got such high crafting, because I pretty much spun all the bowstrings myself for 99 fletching, which is so inefficient and everything. But I thought I was kind of doing it the right way. But yeah, I pretty much, so I didn't lose as much money on fletching. I think I actually did quite a bit of profit off of fletching, because I made the bowstrings myself, and then you could buy magic logs for like 1k each, and then you bought flax for like 25 GP each, and then you strung them, and then you made like 200 profit off each bow or something like that. And I got pretty good fletching experience. And yeah, so Slayer is one of those ones that I never really enjoyed, which I kind of regret, because I'm really enjoying Slayer on old school right now. Pretty much till about 95 Slayer, I did, after I maxed agility, I pretty much put all my daily jacket trades onto Slayer, which I do regret actually. But from 95 to 99, Slayer was pretty much one of the most enjoyable times I had during EOC anyways. I got to learn a lot about the combat system, and made a lot of money, a lot more money than you would expect off Slayer, especially with the new creatures. You just make like 20, 30k a kill off just normal tasks. But yeah, Slayer, eventually will get that to 120. I'm putting all my bonus experience on that as of now. But yeah, I'm at 16 mil Slayer because, yeah, I put all my bonus on that. But Slayer was one of those ones where I kind of wish I trained it differently. Hunter, yeah, I always really liked Hunter. I don't know why. It was probably because, it was faster than the average skill, and I didn't mind click intensive things when I was a kid, obviously when I was a kid. But, yeah, I pretty much did, just random birds and things like that up until 50, 60, and then I did Chinchampas till about 75, 80, and then I just did, what's it called, those Jadinkos till about 99, and it wasn't too bad actually. I remember I did a few daily challenges for it, things like that, and I did those, that thing where you collect the Grand Wall tickets, and for the most part, Hunter was pretty simple and easy. Divination, I pretty much literally got it to like 40 when the day of release happened. I was like, oh, this is a cool skill, but it's very slow. I'm like, it must get higher at lower levels, but it didn't. So I just kind of left it at about 40, 50 for a while, and then when they released the cachet games, pretty much from there right to 99, I did the cachet games, and I did a little bit of extra cachet games. Maybe you might get that to 120 one day, I'm not too sure, but as of now, pretty much just do cachets the second you unlock them. Alright, let's talk about mining. Pretty much one of the skills I spent the most time on, obviously. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my. So yeah, pretty much spent most of my time on this game mining, as you can see with my mining 120 cape. But anyways, I never really liked mining. I just mined, obviously, like iron ore and things like that as a kid, probably till about 40 mining. And then I did some granite mining, and I always hated the skill, which is kind of funny. But once I unlocked the living rock caverns and they came out, I really enjoyed mining, and I got like 90 something mining from mining gold ore in the living rock caverns. And then once the Saren stones came out and I completed the Elf City quest, I just AFK'd the Turan stones for another 100 mil XP. I just couldn't get enough of it. Even before I was maxed, I had like 16, 17, 18 mil mining, maybe even 20 mil mining. I don't know, I always enjoyed it, and I thought I was going to get 99 smithing from it, which I did quite a bit of smithing from the ores that you get from it. But smithing is one of those ones where I don't really know how I trained it because it was just so many different things all together. I did a lot of gold ores. I did a lot of the corrupted ores from the Sarin stones, and then pretty much just smashed the rest of it out on bonus experience weekends, adding up like tons of the protein bars and things like that. And then I just did like mithril plate bodies, adamant plate bodies. It was one of the really expensive ones that I didn't really enjoy training too much, but I did quite a bit of corrupted ores. So fishing, one of those ones where it's just kind of another, you trained a lot as a kid. I did a lot of the salmon and trout and did that pretty much till about 70. And then once the Fury or the shark outfit came out, I just did barbarian fishing all the way to 99, and it was so easy, so simple, and you gained quite a bit of agility XP too. Maybe that's why I have a bit more extra agility XP, but it wasn't too bad overall. And then now they have the waterfall fishing, so if I ever decide to go for 120 fishing, it will probably be there. Cooking, my first 99 ever. Got this as a kid, fishing sharks, rocktail. I don't even think rocktails were out at that point, but sharks and monkfish, mostly monkfish to 99. And I did it in the old cooking den or whatever that everyone was in. Pretty much one of the best memories I have on this game was getting 99 cooking. Yeah, so I literally did salmon and trout till about, I want to say 80, and then I moved to monkfish, and then I moved to sharks at about 90, 95. I didn't want to burn them. Firemaking, pretty interesting how I did firemaking actually. I did about 1.5 mil firemaking from the Inferno ads, which is how I got a lot of my woodcutting as well, but 1.5 mil firemaking from the Inferno ads. I did a lot of the lined firemaking as a kid. I probably literally got like 60 firemaking before I left Slumbridge. I was addicted to it, but then we just, once I unlocked the ads, I got 1.5 mil XP from that. I remember I tracked it. And then the rest of the XP I got from, for 99 anyways, I got from Jadinko layer. It was like 300k XP an hour at that point. And yeah, I went pretty fast. And the rest of it is just one AFKing on bonus XP weekend when I don't know what to do. That's why I have 30 mil fire making. Woodcutting. I did woodcutting so much as a kid. I just remember every day I'd log into the computer and just chop ivy over and over. And eventually I got really addicted to the sawmill training. I wish they had it on old school, to be honest, or I'd probably go for 99 woodcutting, even though it has no benefit for Iron Man whatsoever. But I really was addicted to the sawmill training. I don't know if anyone's ever tried it. I think you need like level 80 woodcutting to even get into it. But basically you complete sawmill orders, and yeah, it's basically where you get your planks and you complete sawmill orders. And I think I just liked that like 10k XP drop you got at the end for it as a kid, and that's why I did it that way. I think that's why I would have done it that way. And then probably from about 95 to 99, I did Arctic Pines with the Inferno ads to get some extra fire making, and it was more AFKable. So yeah, farming is one of those things that I just did over time quite a bit. I just would do daily fruit trees and trees. I did a lot of spirit trees and then the crystal tree at the end, but yeah, it's one of those ones that you just kind of got over time. I think I got 80 and then quit farming for like literally a year, and then went back to it and then quit for a while again because you needed quite a bit of money to keep up with the farming, but I eventually got the 99. Alright, so I guess we'll talk about summoning. Summoning, I always just had a really low summoning, and I remember unlocking the first Beast of Burden, and it was pretty much where I started collecting Herblore secondaries and things like that, and thought I could make so much money. I always wanted the pack yak though, just so I could bank things, and I just thought you could make so much more money doing anything with a pack yak. And yeah, it's true, I even use pack yak here for thieving elves sometimes. But it was really useful for frost dragons because I could bank the bones with the scrolls that he had, which I don't know, I just always wanted it. So basically I camped 99 range, and I didn't even like combat, but I camped 99 range and collected thousands and thousands of Crimson Charms, and pretty much put all my bank into summoning back then, and spent I made a little bit of money at the what are they called? Water fiends, collecting some range. But I did get like from like 80 to 99 range, and I collected enough charms, like crimson charms, to basically get 99 summoning over one double experience weekend. I think I got from like 70 to like 96 during one double X bonus, during a bonus XP weekend, and then the next bonus XP weekend I just finished off summoning. But yeah, once I got the pack yak, I was pretty done with summoning at that point. It was just so expensive, and that's all I wanted was the pack yak. And Invention, pretty much just trained it through the Abyss, to be honest. I got 99 at the Abyss, and then I stopped training Invention because I didn't really care about the 120 cape at that point. And then once I started doing 120 mining, I would just augment pickaxes, and that's pretty much where I got majority of my XP. Every few days I'd get like 500k Invention, and then just augment the pickaxe again, and that's pretty much most of my Invention XP is from 120 mining. And then once I went back to train magic, I got quite a bit more Invention XP, but I did get pretty much, I got like 119, 118 from literally augmenting pickaxes. But then I finished it off with magic, and then I just stuck with magic for a little bit, but now I'm going to thieving. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, overall, my maxing wasn't the most efficient, obviously. Some things I did pretty differently than most people would. Most people do things completely different than me, so I thought this would be a little interesting kind of video. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.